Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome to either the Crafty Maven Getaway channel or My Scrappy Life channel. And I'm so glad that you are here. Today I am wanting to show you guys something a little bit different that I am going to do. I am actually going to do a double page spread. What? Yeah. I have found that I have 3 photos, and these 3 photos are of my 35th birthday in Greece while we were in Athens. So this was the waiter that helped us, and he is actually from North Dakota. When we went to Greece, I'm from North Dakota, and it was amazing to have another North Dakotan in Greece. But he actually works there, he lives there, all of that stuff, and so we got to get to know him a little bit. Well, the first set of ouzo drinks was on the house, and then of course we had to order another set. And then what we did is that these are my 2 good friends. This was my first girls trip that I ever went on. And then they got me this out of the bar. Actually, it was out of the restaurant that was in the hotel that we purchased, or that we, was staying at. This was from there. And then we ordered a few other appetizers, and then I had my a couple of Greek beers and stuff, and then ouzo. And I'm an ouzo fan. I absolutely love it. It tastes like licorice to me. The ladies were like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm just taking it down like nothing. So I wanted to scrap these, but I didn't want to cut them down or anything. So that means I'm going to do a 2-page spread. And I wanted to show you that I got it started a little bit. So I'm going to put them together like this, as you can see. So my black paper that I have right here, that's going to be my outline, is from Close to My Heart. This is from the Shine On collection. I ended up having 2 of them, and it's from the Amy Tan. So I kept the branding strips. I am going to use the Confetti Wishes collection, and this is why I'm calling it a Stash Bash, because this came out in 2017, so it is 2 years old. And I don't have, like I said, I don't have that much old stuff, but I have the kits, I have the thickers, I have the chipboards, I have these 3, and then I have the papers. I have yet to use the papers. And I have all of them. And this pink matches these pinks that are in here. So that is why I've used that. So with further ado, we're going to get started on this. So I'm sorry that this is going to be just a tad bit longer of a video, but I'm like, it's a 2-page spread, so it's going to be a little bit longer than I normally do. However, at the end of this process, it'll have all of the videos and everything, and the close-ups and all that. So I hope that you enjoy this. I am going to speed this up so that you don't have to sit here and watch me do this for like an hour and a half, because I've never done a 2-page layout in a long time. The sketch will be coming up here shortly of what I used, and let's get started. Okay, so here is the sketch that I am using. It's a 2-page spread, and it's from my Pinterest board, so I'll link that down below. So I do have this up to 5 times the speed, and I will tell you, I struggled. Now, I remember when I first started doing scrapbook layouts back in 2003, right before my son was born, like legitly 12 by 12 layouts and that kind of stuff. I have done scrapbooking through high school, but I did it very loosely. It was 8.5 by 11. I would use protector sheets, regular copying paper, things like that. And what I decided to do was, you know what, I'm going to go back to kind of where my roots started, but still be able to do the twist that I have done on my particular layouts, like now with layering and all of that jazz. I don't layer anywhere on the photos that I have, but I did layer and distress everything. And look at, woohoo, I did get out my black Close to My Heart in my little distress tool, and I did distress some of the layers because I just wasn't going to be doing that much layering and more embellishment style due to the fact that I am doing 2-page spreads and I haven't done one in a long time. And so I had to do a little bit of organizing and getting myself back to normal for doing this off camera just a little bit, and then I come back to do the rest of it on camera. Like a lot of it is still on camera because it took me about 45 minutes to do both layering, but I did do some of it off camera and I didn't film everything. So I think ultimately at the end of all of this, I think it took me about an hour and a half to do everything from start to finish. And I'm just placing down a few little things of how I wanted this done and how I wanted it to look. And I do, like I said, I struggle. Like here I am, I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to use and how I want this to work and what colors I'm, like what papers I'm going to use and how I'm going to connect them. So I took this green paper and decided, you know what, I'm going to use green for my main focal point and go from there. So as you can tell, I kind of started to do a little bit of it on camera and then I went off camera. And I placed that little piece there because in the sketch, it shows a bunch of pictures on the bottom with these layering going through the main papers. Well, they wanted 1, 2, 3, 4 photos of the size that I do have, and then like 2, 4, 6 small ones. And I don't have that many photos. So I decided to take the layering pieces that they had underneath the bigger photos and put it down below and just have that running across as my extra photos. And this little piece that I cut was off the edge that was part of the 12 by 12 pieces that I used to cover that. So now it's just embellished city. I did do the little bit off to the side where I placed those down and I got them done. So I'm working on each page. Each page I do separately so that I can still, 1, stay in camera for y'all, but then 2, be able to just focus on one page like I normally do that I have done now for the longest time ever. I haven't done a 2-page spread since I was in Germany, and I decided to branch out and do more layering based of what I felt like I wanted to do, where I used to take the Close to My Heart books that you could get from Close to My Heart that would have the layering and it would have all the pieces for you. That was my 2-page spreads, and that was, I would say probably, I didn't start doing 1-pagers until probably 2015. So it's been not that long, but long enough for me to not remember how to do this. So I hope that you enjoy this. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. Also make sure that you go and check out the group. It is all linked down below. The still shots are obviously at the end. Making sure that everything looks good, and for me, I was like, man, I don't know what to do. So my title is just going to be Happy Birthday. It's literally my birthday celebration on this point, and that's what I decided I'm going to do that. I do add a few little bits of stickers and stuff off camera as well, just to make sure that, I just wanted to fill it in because I felt like because I didn't do much more on the photos, I was like, you know what? I got to add more. So here's the second page. So I added a bunch of those layering strips just to kind of connect everything a little bit, to have strips going down and then the strips going across on the other page to kind of give the effect of what the 2-page layout is. And I just was like, when I first originally was going to be like, hey, I think I'm going to do this. And I'm like, I'm joking myself. Like, I ain't going to do a 2-page layout. I'm not going to do these all that often. But I was like, you know what? This works out perfect. I didn't want to cut those photos down. And I didn't know how I was going to cut those photos down. So I was like, you know what? 2-page layout's going to be it. So this is the last part of the embellishments that I am going to be doing. And then obviously I do some little bits of splatters and stuff too, but then this is pretty much it. I do change out this little side and I add a couple little things on this side of the page that you won't see here in the process video, but really I wanted to be able to keep this down just a little bit. So I did do some stuff off camera, but essentially it worked out perfect. So that is it. And here I am, I'm trying to figure out if I wanted to add another embellishment or if I wanted to do that. And then I'm like, nope, I think I'm done. And then I just I do then go back in with the chipboards, and I found the word fun, and I'm placing little music notes down because I just really like the music notes. Thought they worked out really cool. And then I add the word 35 onto the present right there. And let's see here what other little bits I did. Some of them will say it's your day, celebrate cake and ice cream, presents, 35 fun. And then I do, it says surprise, so sweet, shining bright, happy birthday. And then this is pretty much it. Still shots are coming up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!